Tank and Rolly just had their press conference. Tank looked kind of ticked off at Rolly because of the things that Rolly was saying. Before I get into the breakdown, who I think is going to win the fight, hit the thumbs up, sub notification bell. With that being said, let's get into the video. So I give a strong advantage to Tank Davis. I think he can beat him. Rolly talked about how he's the bigger man, but you can see in this picture that whenever they stood side by side, eye to eye, there's not much of a size difference. There's really not. Maybe an inch or two at max. So Rolly's really not that much taller. I don't care what Wikipedia says. I do not care what BoxRec says. When they're looking face to face, there is not much of a difference in height as is reflected in this picture. Now, I don't know how this is going to be because I did watch Tank struggle with Barrios. Barrios gave him a run for his money early. Tank weathered the storm, figured him out, and ended up getting him out of there. However, he was behind. Now, I don't think Barrios is that good at all. Truthfully, he's not a real champion. I'm sorry, baby ballots don't count. There's only one champion at 140 pounds, and that's Josh Taylor. Undisputed. It's not, there's no debate, no dispute. None of the other little baby belts matter. There's one champion, Josh Taylor. I don't think Barrios could hold a candle next to Ramirez, Prograis, Post Style, etc. I think all the top guys beat him. I don't think he's competitive with any of them. So Tank had a hard fight with him. Now, the biggest thing that people will say about Rolly and Tank is they're cherry pickers. But if I have to go with that, and they're both cherry pickers, I'm going to say that the bigger, heavier cherries have been picked by Tank, and his resume is much better than Rolly's. And what I do like about what Tank was saying is he was telling Rolly that power don't matter. All y'all talk about is power. All y'all talk about is knockout. What about skills? And I like that because Tank has a tremendous amount of power, a whole lot of knockout power. But he is talking about that he relies on skills and he trains for technique. And that's what you need to go further in boxing because as Deontay Wilder learned, not everybody's going to get knocked out. And if you can't knock them out, what do you have to fall back on? You have to have more than power alone. And I believe that Tank does have more than power alone. He has showed adaptability. His defense, while Rolly was saying that he gets hit a lot, and that is true to an extent, his defense has improved a lot. You can definitely see the difference in where Tank is today and where he started. So, looking at this from a bird's eye view, I think Tank has a significant advantage over Rolly. I think he's got the experience. I think he's fought the harder opposition. And I don't think Rolly's that much bigger than him to be able to impose size on him. And I don't think he's stronger. So we're going to find out whenever the fight happens. I favor Tank in this fight. I'll do a prediction as we get closer and see him on the scale.